Some of you may be unfamiliar with what crowdfunding is, and that's because it's pretty new. So the way that private companies have gotten investors for decades is through a process called a private placement. And private placement means you have to be an accredited investor. And an accredited investor is defined as someone who can prove they have $1 million in free cash separate from their house. And they have to testify that they can lose all of it. Furthermore, the company is not allowed to advertise the opportunity. And when they do, because of all this overhead, they usually have a minimum investment, like $100,000. So crowdfunding has changed all of that. And you should Google it and read up on how crowdfunding works. But in principle, it's a series of regulatory changes that occurred only a couple of years ago that allow platforms like WeFunder to advertise the opportunity under certain guidelines, and then for people to invest who are not accredited. There are some limitations and guidelines on who can invest, but they're quite low, and the amount can vary, and in our case, we've set the amount at only $100. So there's no $100,000 minimum. You can learn a lot about the company on the platform, and then you invest through WeFunder. And we do that, we're excited about that, because they take care of those regulatory issues so that we stay inside the guidelines. Now, why does any of this matter? Well, this is a way for those of us who are not in the 1% to participate in companies that are either close to our heart or with products and services that we understand in an industry that we work in, or in this case, a locality where we live or work or play. So we're combining all of those things here. So if you play in Old Fort, or you live in North Carolina, or you mountain bike anywhere on the planet, or if you like really good clothes or you care about sustainability, you're in our community. And just 5 years ago, you probably couldn't invest in Kitsbow. And today you can. And that's really a democratization of investing. That is connecting the community of investors with the community of the companies that need their support. That's why we're excited about crowdfunding.